Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, Windows 10 on my Mac still. Of course it is. I'm having fun. I get to use Movie Maker again. Yes! And I now get to play Need for Speed Undercover. Okay, the EA Games renewed my code for me yesterday. Once again. It's about the third one. Anyway, so, Windows XP, this is the minimum. Just to fire up the game and play really crappy graphics, okay? It's disgusting. Windows XP Service Pack 2 or Windows Vista, Pentium 4 or equivalent, 3 gigahertz or faster, no big deal, I got 3.2 gigahertz quad core. RAM, that's system memory, okay, half a gig for XP, 1 gig for Vista, lots and lots more for Windows 10. Disk drive, 8 times faster CD-ROM, DVD actually, they say DVD drive, 6 gigs of hard drive space, 128 meg video minimum, DirectX 9 compatible sound card. Okay, that's the minimum just to get the game to fire up, and it does play really crappy at that on a very slow PC. Okay, now I always bought fast PCs, so I never had a problem there, and I could run everything full out and no hassle. So I am running Windows 10 using Boot Camp to get it to run. So you change your startup device. I went through that in my other video with this on how you switch between your Mac OS and your Windows, and whichever one you're last running when you shut down your computer will be the one that fires up. Okay, and so anyway, so we're gonna fire up Undercover for you guys. Now I've got everything turned on to the hilt except for the smoke, because I don't need smoke, mainly because of the way I drive in the game. I don't go by being able to see the car. I drive as if it's a real car, which you'll see once it pops up on the screen, how that's working. So, now I also don't play this game on the internet either. I just play, you know, by myself, and I like it that way. There we go. Now, you'll notice there's a bit of a black border on the sides here. Now, I'm running the highest resolution too, and the more resolution you add, the tighter the graphics, the sweeter the graphics, okay? But it doesn't go out enough to fill up a 27-inch imac screen, which is no big deal because I still got a ton of screen here, so I'm fine. But you can see, like, even the sky here looks very realistic, your trees, etc. So let's give this thing a run. I'm just going to do a little bit of general driving around here. Maybe we'll see if we can track some cops. Meow. I'm also driving the Lotus Elise, which is a pretty fast car. Yeah. That'll attract some cops a little bit. So, there's the Lotus Elise there. And I'm running all the first package mods, like your nitrous, tires, brakes, all that jazz. Now I play it this way because I find it easier to drive, because to me this is more like a real car. But smashing into other people, other than learning how to drive in the game, is actually kind of fun too, because you know, you smash into people, you hurt them, and the cops come after you, and it's kind of fun. You know. Now I also play on the keyboard too. I don't use steering wheels. I tried a steering wheel on this game, and I couldn't really grasp it very well as far as getting the hang of it. Yet I drive a real car. I should be able to use a steering wheel, but just the way the response is, the steering wheels I found were very laggy, where the keyboard it's not. You know, like, there's always a little bit even on a keyboard, but, you know, it was really bad on the steering wheel, so I didn't quite get along with that steering wheel very well. Could have been just the version of the wheel, I don't know. But you can see the game is running just great here, you know, and everything right out to the nuts. So, all in all, I'm very happy with this, because now I have my two favorite race car games, my Underground 2 and my Undercover. I really like these two, and I was very happy that they run both very flawlessly on Windows 10 running on my Mac. And plus the thing too is, like I said, I needed access to Movie Maker for PC, and because I'm having a hard time learning iMovie. Video Pad Editor I've got pretty much mastered, but the audio part had been giving me all those problems. When I started putting multiple audio files in, it would cause havoc. And at least with Movie Maker, I can drop my file in, I can take the audio out of that, drop my own music tracks in, and just boom, 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 edit the way I need to, like fast, and get it done, and I really appreciate that. Somebody at Microsoft has really got to come out with Movie Maker with the exact same interface on Windows and throw that and port it to the Mac. Because that would probably make a lot of us people happy. Me for sure, but in the meantime, hey, I'm running Windows 10 here, and so far it's been running pretty good, and it's had a few updates since I've installed it, and that's just fine, but I am enjoying the fact that I have that freedom and accessibility back, because I could have just played these games on my wife's computer. I could have just, done all the editing on her computer for stuff where it's more complex to edit. Simple stuff I've been just doing on my Mac, like drop, go, boom, done, but anything that I wanted to do a little bit more complex, it became that big problem with the audio on Video Pad Editor, and like I said, iMovie, oh, that thing just drives me bonkers. I'm really not happy with it, and I can't afford Final Cut Pro. That's like $400 program, and so that kind of sucks. But it's still a complicated program either way, and I need to be productive, and this will help me to, do my stuff with Movie Maker, and then when I'm not doing videos for you guys, I can then screw around with the other programs and learn them more, and see if I can overcome the audio issue in Video Pad Editor, because I actually do like it better than iMovie. It does work much better. But yeah, so like I said, I've also got Underground 2 on here, which is running full tilt graphics. Now, I'm not going to bother firing it up because this thing is so minimum requirements, it's crazy to have, crap graphics, but even on the full tilt graphics, it's very, very nice and appealing graphics, and, and it's still not that demanding, whereas the Undercover, when you run everything full out, it is very demanding, and the fact that it can run it when running Windows 10 under Boot Camp on the Mac is just, it's phenomenal. It's great. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're going to run Windows 10 on your Mac, whether it's a 27 or a 24 inch, whatever, make sure it's a Mac that at least has enough processing power to do what you're going to need to do, and then you can run, like even Windows 10 if need be, but you can drop down to 7 and probably Vista as well. I don't think there would be a problem there as long as you got a copy of those OSs, but 10 is 10, and we all know that I've had issues with 10 with my Dell system. I will find out within a month at least, like I did with the Dell, if I'm going to have issues on the Mac side, but I probably won't because of the fact of El Capitan being a new OS. 10 is definitely a new OS, and the update software for Boot Camp is for up to Windows 10 compatibility from what I understand. So I don't think I'm going to have any problems, but you never know. I mean, anything can happen. So we're just going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. But in the meantime, I'm going to have fun playing my games, and I'm going to definitely have fun with being able to do all my editing a lot better the way I was used to for many years when I was running the PC. Not that I'm giving up on the Mac side. I still run my Mac side because there's stuff I have to do on there, including Handbrake, actually. I don't like the PC version of Handbrake. It has some features that just aren't the same as the Mac, and the Mac seems to do a much better job with Handbrake for some reason. But anyways, and Handbrake, if you want to know, it's a video compression program. and it does other stuff too, but I use it to take a big file. Like I can take a gigabyte and turn it into like maybe 100 megabytes or less, you know, and still not lose, you know, video quality. So that saves on the uploading of the bandwidth. So in the meantime, guys, I will have more on this down the road eventually. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you in the next video.